Hi everybody, and welcome to Martinette's Chapters. I'm Martinette, and I would like to thank you for choosing to spend your time visiting my channel. I know there are thousands of channels and videos out there that you could be viewing, but you're here. And in today's chapter, I will be showing you my latest original recipe. How to make vegan hoghead cheese. I said it. Vegan hoghead cheese. And we're going to be using delicious, healthy ingredients. Now, I don't know about you, but back in the day when I was a meat eater, I loved chitlins, pig feet, pigtails. Hog maws were okay, but I also loved hoghead cheese and crackers. 2 years ago, I created vitlins, vegan chitlins, and they were delicious, and you can find them on my channel. But I want to talk about my version of hoghead cheese. My cousin Ike made some hoghead cheese last year, and I wanted some so bad, I decided to see if I could make a vegan version. And lo and behold, I did. So, let's get started. Now, these are the spices and other ingredients we'll be using. These are the fresh ingredients. And I got a surprise for you. My chef mentor, Dwayne Thomas, he's here again. Yes. And he will be cutting them up, all the fresh ingredients. Now, how cool is this? The original number 33 of the Dallas Cowboys, legendary Dwayne Thomas, right here in the kitchen with me. And you know what? He can sure enough flat out cook, y'all. Yeah, so I'm excited, and let's get it going.
Welcome to Martinette's Kitchen. It's good to be back again. I'm Dwayne Thomas. What I'll be doing is cutting up the fresh ingredients for the vegan hoghead cheese.
And I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. Once all the veggies are cut up, we're going to put them into a pot and add the broth. Carefully pour the jelly mixture into a container. Thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you. In a medium to large pot, make a hearty 32 ounces of vegetable broth. Or you can just buy a ready-made 32-ounce size of organic vegetable broth. That's what I did. Now, after the vegetables have been cut up into small pieces, you're going to place them in the pot, and you're going to add the broth and cook on medium-low to a simmer heat for 30 minutes so your veggies, seasonings, and broth all blend and are seasoned through. Next, you're going to put all of the following ingredients. For the meat of our vegan hoghead cheese, I used fresh, organic oyster mushrooms. We're going to rinse and cut the fresh oyster mushrooms into small bite-sized pieces. We're going to add the mushrooms to the broth and cooked for 30 minutes. And now we're going to cook the mushrooms in that broth at medium heat for 15 plus minutes, maybe 20 minutes. You want to check to see if the mushrooms are cooked, but not too soft. We want them to have a little meaty bite texture. And after this is done, you're going to set the pot aside, let it cool to room temperature, then put it in the fridge until it gets nice and cold. I leave mine overnight, but you don't have to. 2 or 3 hours is okay as well.
The next day.
You excited like me? Woo-hoo! Well, it's the next day, and our broth and mushrooms have been in the refrigerator overnight. Ooh, so let's get on with it. Now that your meat and mushrooms, well, the meat, okay.
Take two.
Then separate the mushrooms from the veggies in the pot and cut them into bite-sized pieces and set them aside. You'll be adding them to the gelling mixture in the next step. You're going to also cut up the jalapeno peppers and the olives with the pimentos in them, and all of that's going to go in the gelling pot. For the gelling preparation, get a container, any kind of glass dish or mold that you want to make your vegan hoghead loaf in, and set that aside. Just have that ready. Next, you get a pot that can hold at least 32 ounces of the liquid ready. Get your pot ready, and you're going to take a cup of the cold refrigerated strained broth plus 3 cups of water, and you add that to the pot. You're going to also add the 2 teaspoons of the agar-agar powder to the cold broth and water in the pot. You're going to bring to a full boil while stirring constantly. You want to keep stirring constantly because you want to get it fully hydrated. After it comes to a full boil, you're going to reduce the heat to medium and let it simmer for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring constantly. Just keep stirring. Next, it's time to add the mushrooms you separated and cut up from the veggie broth, the jalapenos, the sliced green olives with pimentos, and you can add as much of that mixture to the pot as you want. If you want a lot in your loaf, put a lot. If you want a little bit, just put a little bit. I do medium, so that because I like the gel part. And then you're going to bring the pot back to a simmer approximately for a minute after you've put all the ingredients in there. That's the jalapenos, the sliced green olives, and your mushrooms. And next, you're going to pour into your mold or whatever the container that you're going to use to give you the loaf size of the hoghead cheese, the vegan hoghead cheese you want. I use a small dish for my mold because I like to make a lot of different batches. Now, you're going to let it set or put in the fridge until set. You'll slice and serve with your favorite crackers. And it tastes great with the vegan type Ritz crackers. And that's what we're going to do. Now you're done. Oh my God. So if you make this recipe, please let me know how it comes out for you.
Hey, sis, can I try some of this hoghead cheese that you and Redbone put together?
Yeah.
You know your brother's a meat eater, so this got to be right. He love hoghead cheese. This is on hit. This is good. I'd buy this. This is good.
A few moments later.
Listen, I need another bite. I can't believe that this is a vegan recipe. I would buy this. I don't know.